What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Fozzy and today it's Monday, which means we have another FIFA 21 custom tactics video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 4-2-3-1, the normal 4-2-3-1, the base variant. A couple weeks ago we did look at the wide variant, which was fantastic to counter in the 5-3-2. The link for that is down below. The meta has sort of shifted the past couple of weeks, so we've got less people playing the 5 at the back. I think people realised that to play a 5 at the back, or even a 3 at the back, it needs to suit your play style. You need to know what you're doing. A lot of people were forcing their teams into 5 at the back just because it was meta at the time, and then it didn't really work for them. People found counters, but right now, state of the game, the 4-2-3-1 was working fantastically for me this weekend. Obviously, during the week, I run through different formations I want to test. I want to get some more unique videos out for formations, sometimes just hitting the nail on the head for the meta. But this 4-2-3-1 tactics, they're not the standard drop back boring 4-2-3-1 that people have been saying to play for the past few years. The current state of FIFA 21 and just the general meta and what formations people are using. You can run some slightly more unique and interesting tactics and player instructions that actually allow you to play enjoyable football on FIFA, believe it or not. So without further ado, if you do enjoy the video, guys, please do leave a big thumbs up. Just lets me know you're enjoying the content. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, help me on the content journey as we continue to grow. And that's us. We're going to jump into the tactics now, and hopefully you guys enjoy. So as you can see, 4-2-3-1 already, fast build up and pressure on heavy touch. There have been some changes made here compared to what I normally run. So recently had been using press after possession loss, so I run that as a test. Found myself through ball meta is quite big this year. You're too exposed, so a 5 depth with press on heavy touch. No more crazy 7 or 8 depth. If you're not running the 5 back at the minute, high depth, or sorry, 3 back or 5 back, high depth is just too dangerous. You basically need to be running high level fullbacks and everywhere in your defense to be able to defend through balls. That's not feasible for some people in regards to coins or chemistry. So 5 depth, keep it simple, nothing too deep, but enough that is solid defensively with a 6th width. Sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to say width. Offensive style, we have a fast build up, which is a bit different with the 6th width, again keeping it the same on the defense and offensive, and players in the box. I've dropped down to 5 rather than 6. I just found, again, it's all coming back to the 3 ball meta. Having it on 6 just meant too many people were rushing to get involved in the box for me, and it left me too vulnerable at the back. So this basically means at least one of the centre defensive midfielders is definitely going to stay back, because regardless, if you want to override your stay back tactics every now and then, you can throw this on 10 and people will dart into the box really aggressively. But 5 was a sweet spot, and I've kept 3-3 in the corners of free kicks. It just gives you more opportunities to score from them, which I think people maybe don't take enough of. So try 3-3, you'll like it. Fast build up, I think this works really well right now because there is still 5 back meta. There's still a lot of full back involvement. So what we find, even a 4 back, people are using drop between defenders as we do in one part of this tactics. But having fast build up means that you can catch them in transition play, and you might score a lot of opportunities, especially if you have PSC forwards, which most people do. So we'll have a quick look at how the team lines up. I have my most defensive midfielder on the right hand side. This is a bit different. I used to always run them on the left hand side, but I have my left back darting forward, so I've just sort of left my right side a bit more defensive and left my left side as the free flowing, which works quite well. You can see how the team lines up, and we'll look at the instructions. So looking at the keeper first, balanced. Chips are big this year, 3 balls are big this year. Sweeper keeper is a risky move, especially with 3 balls right now, so I would say balance. The centre backs are full stay back. Well, just your default, nothing special here. However, I am running Tavern here. I think you need to have at least 1 full back playing centre back right now in the game. As the team adjusts what we're going to test this week, I'm going to be running a lot at centre back, but yeah, you need to try and have a full back, or at least a really PSC centre back. But obviously fullbacks normally have more pace, so it helps a lot with the system. Our right back is stay back and overlap, so they're not going to get involved too much in the play, but whenever they do need to make a run, it's going to offer a bit of a dynamic outside run on the pitch. Obviously we run a bit of an arrow formation, so there's a lot of outside space to take advantage of. Your attacking fullback is on the left hand side, and they are just full balance across the board. This is because if they're unbalanced to join an attack and you have them in overlap, they just make that consistent outside run over and over again. It's very easy to track. There's a nice little triangle of space there, a couple of triangles of space that Ansaldi is able to get into for me on mixed attacks, so you can make inside runs, direct runs, outside runs. He just gets involved quite a lot. The right defensive mid is on man mark, drop between defenders, and cover center. This is you ideally want a high defensive work rate with either medium or low. I think high medium is probably the best for defensive midfielder, which Duncan has. You're putting them on man man mark, because a lot of people will use the 4-2-3-1, the 4-3-1-2, 5-2-1-2. It all involves a cam, and the cam, not many people run free roam, but free roam can be effective at times. But putting man mark basically means that Duncan is going to drop between the defenders on man mark, and he is going to cover that cam the entire way through the game. Obviously they still get chances every now and then, but he is basically, with how the system works, he's going to cut out that cam in a lot of cases against a lot of people. So I would recommend running Duncan, running man mark, drop between defenders and cover center on this defensive midfielder. It just does absolute bits, a bit of a unit. And then I run a full balance on the other defensive midfielder. So you will normally see these 4-2-3-1 tactics with both CDMs on stay back, and I don't think that's the way to play. I think you want to have your other defensive midfielder actually get involved, but not all get forward or anything crazy like that, because then they will get dragged out. But just having that, I mean, if you look at it, my fullback doesn't go forward and I have 5 in the box. This means Monkey the Savage in this case is going to get into the box, and if not, if Insaldi is made the run, Insaldi will go in the box and Monkey the Savage will drop back because he's in cover wing. He'll cover the space for Insaldi. Savage, this is his headliner version, and it's been hit and miss for me. He's a good player, but he's ideally more defensive based. But having him play this like box to box style CDM role with his 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, his good shooting stats, he is just very well rounded. He fit the bill for me this weekend. There was a couple of chances he missed. He probably should have scored, but he was scoring like, say, 10 opportunities to score, he's scoring 8 of them. And for someone who's a defensive midfielder just getting forward, that is great. What we're going to test, maybe not this week, but in the future with the 4-2-3-1, is actually the Pereira card, who we'll look at next, playing in a CDM role or centre mid role, box to box. This is the what if card, and it might be worth doing a player review on him because he is incredible. He is, if you play 5 at the back or 3 at the back, he is the most ideal wing back you're going to get. He's 4-star, 4-star, high medium, good defensive stats. I think it's like in the 70s. So he's not a stellar defender, but he has enough capability, especially with the 5 back. If you've already got 3 core defenders, and he's good attacking going forward. He scores some good goals. So the right tangent aside about how Pereira is so good, he's on comeback on defense, get into the box for cross. That's it. And what you'll find is, with how the 2 CDMs are set up to play, your right attacking mid almost drops in it to be another centre mid for you, and Delot's on stay back already, so your right side is very rarely exposed. So Pereira just drifts into the middle a little bit and just makes it even tighter for someone to try and break through your team. And then all our 3 players are all on stay forward. So the first one's your cam, which I think head like a Mkhitaryan, 5-star weak foot, finesse shots, and fantastic position, is probably one of the best cams you'll get this year. Overlooked due to the league, the team, the nation, and the pace, but worth the money, worth all the money. Stay forward, get into the box. He's going to be, very obviously, he's going to stay forward. The ball's going to come from goal kicks, from through balls. He's going to be able to hold the ball up. He's going to be able to make like an L1 pass, like a through ball pass, or whatever you want to do with him, and then he's going to get into the box for you. And he scored so many goals from this weekend, it was incredible. Dybala is just on stay forward. He's a medium player. I think you really, it's kind of hard with what you want, one to go back and one to stay forward. Basically, it's just, if you had him also coming back, it makes the build up, especially on fast build up, a little bit tougher. It takes a little second for people to get involved because it is a defensive formation. But having these 3, like this triangle of 3 people at the top of the pitch, all just staying forward, all ready to get involved, and the final player is stay central, get in behind and stay forward, and that's El Shaarawy for me, absolute unit. So this is your speedster. I mean, I used to play Neymar here. He was on the bench, had to bring a Pereira in, but you just want a speedy player, ideally 5-star, or at least a 4-star weak foot. Just pace, just get through. Obviously, Mkhitaryan's going to stay forward. He's going to hold the ball up, play 1-2 with El Shaarawy in this case for me. But just having that raw pace and seeing for obviously wide guys, you want a bit of speed. But these tactics, I finished 14-4, and then give away the rest of the win. So hopefully EA don't hate me for that, but played the 14-4, and the sort of decision between trying to push on or doing the computer objectives that were there, I opted to play for because I just don't have as much time anymore. But these tactics did great, Division 1, and also hitting that 14-4. I was 1-2, sort of struggling with all the tactics. Then I was like, right, you know what, we're going to put these on. I tested them midweek, they were good, and they got results for me, so that's all I could ask for. Slightly different, I think. I shared them with some people in Discord. People were like, bit crazy tactics, but they get wins and people don't expect it, and that's what you need this year in FIFA. You need people to not be able to predict what your tactics are. So that being said, I've done 2 5-2-1-2 tactics videos already. Next week we may have another one unless there's a 3-back formation that appeals to me, because I want, with the players now, I mean, there's that Smaldini card, that what if Smaldini, I'd love to get him in the team, but there's so many good Serie A players now. Once I have that Caputo in as well as another striker, I'm going to build a full Serie A team, or full Italian Serie A team, and I'm going to play 3 at the back, 5 at the back, proper Italian football, and I'm going to score goals, and I'm going to hit a good rank with it, and you guys will get the custom tactics video next Monday for it. But guys, I've said in the past, I want to sort of do some more midweek videos. Interested in squad builders, and let me know in the comments below if there's any squads, like leagues, budgets, nations, anything in particular you guys want to see. Obviously want to hit the nail on the head for you guys and provide you with tactics you want or need, so let me know down in the comments below. But other than that, that is the video for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave the like rating, drop the sub, hit the subscribe button, not drop the sub, well, you can drop the sub, hit the sub button, whatever you want. Either way, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day, have a good one, hopefully you enjoyed. Goodbye, see you in the next video.